president is committed to peace and committed to being the president of peace.
U.S. State Secretary Marco Rubio hails President Trump as the president of peace, following historic peace agreements across the Middle East and Asia in just the first 6 months since he took office.
Donald Trump ទទួលបាននៅពានរង្វាន់សន្តិភាព Peace Nobel Peace Prize.
U.S. President Trump signs an order allowing alternative assets like private equity and cryptocurrency in 401k retirement funds, giving Americans more options to save and invest. American seer Reverend Brandon Biggs shares visions from the Lord about future events. Canada, Reverend Biggs saw widespread election disappointment, especially among Christians, over the country's liberal direction. He predicts a Christian uprising against government policies and a powerful religious revival under pressure. Australia, he saw small uprisings in Queensland against government decisions. Global U.S. economy. Reverend Biggs saw a global recession that will impact Canada and the U.S. There will be shortages of food, auto parts, and computer chips, plus severe U.S. East Coast power outages from Chinese cyber attacks. He criticizes Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell for his leftist influence, urging President Trump to replace him. South Korea, Taiwan, or Formosa.
Communist influence is quietly growing in South Korea, with China subtly targeting both South Korea and Taiwan or Formosa for control, not with military but with soft, sweet-talking tactics. Reverend Biggs urges South Koreans to pray and repent for divine healing. Russia and North Korea. Reverend Biggs warns of alliances between Russia, North Korea, Cuba, and Venezuela, forming a BRICS-like coalition to mock U.S. President Trump's influence. Church. Reverend Biggs laments church apathy in Canada and the U.S., criticizing weak preaching that dilutes moral and spiritual values. He calls for bold, faith-driven leadership to awaken the church. Spiritual battle. Satan seeks global control, seen as a python trying to encircle the U.S. with a storm of communism and anti-Christian ideas. Despite sobering warnings, Reverend Biggs says God laughs at the enemy's plans, as the Lord promises great days of revival and joy for believers. The highest reward for a person's toil is not what they get for it, but what they become by it. John Ruskin.
For more relevant news from around our planet, please visit suprememastertv.com/news.